Welcome to the What Does Science Say channel. This is the deep dive, and today, well, we're diving into skincare. It's a huge industry, right? Like $150 billion huge.
It really is, and so much noise.
Exactly. So we're trying to cut through that noise. Is there, some kind of secret formula for amazing glowing skin, or is it mostly just clever marketing? Our mission here is to look at routines from, well, all sorts of people: dermatologists, K-beauty gurus, influencers, even celebrities like Hailey Bieber, America Ferrera.
A real mix.
Yeah, and distill it down. Find that non-negotiable core for you. Okay, so where do we even start?
Well, what's really fascinating and kind of the first universal step we found isn't even about buying anything.
Oh,
No, it's about understanding your own skin first. Like really knowing the difference between your skin type.
okay, like oily, dry.
Exactly. That's the genetic part. Oily, dry, normal, sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
And then distinguishing that from a skin condition.
So things like acne or eczema.
Precisely. Those are temporary or maybe chronic things you treat: acne, melasma, eczema, that kind of thing. And knowing that difference is, well, it's crucial. It helps you build a routine that's actually for you, not just, copying someone else's.
Right, that makes sense. Tailoring it. So if we're aiming for efficiency, that old rule like 80-20 or maybe 90-10, your 3 or 4 steps get you most of the way.
Yeah, something like that seems to be the consensus.
What's the guiding principle then? What are those non-negotiable steps?
If you look at the science and what most experts agree on, the core idea is pretty straightforward. Barrier integrity first, UV protection always.
Barrier integrity first, UV protection always.
Okay, and that boils down to 3 steps that just kept coming up everywhere: cleansing, moisturizing, and sunscreen. CMS.
CMS, simple.
That's the foundation. Now, retinoids, they're often mentioned as like the most impactful optional extra, but those first 3 are key.
Okay, let's break those down. Cleansing. Sounds super basic, right? Wash your face.
It does sound basic. But the nuance everyone emphasizes about preservation,
Right.
You're not trying to strip your skin bare.
Right, not squeaky clean.
Exactly. The main goal is preserving that skin barrier. So you want gentle cleansers. So lots of mentions for things like Cetaphil, Cerave's hydrating or foaming ones.
The classics.
Yeah, the simple, reliable stuff. And critically, avoid really hot water. And harsh sulfates. They just pull away all your natural oils.
Okay.
And actually, quite a few experts suggested, especially for the morning, if your skin isn't super oily,
Yeah.
maybe just rinse with water.
Really? Just water?
Yeah, the idea is to let those natural oils your skin produced overnight kind of stick around and offer some protection.
Interesting. Okay, so after cleansing, moisturizing. This feels like where the big debates happen. Dermatologists say you can get effective stuff for under $30, but then you see these like $150 celebrity creams. What's the deal? Is it just fancy packaging tax?
Yeah, the packaging tax.
Right.
Look, the sources consistently argue that the actual workhorse ingredients, the ones that repair and hydrate the skin barrier, they're generally not expensive.
Okay.
Premium products might have, expensive fragrances, unique textures, specific marketing angles.
Yeah.
But does that make them fundamentally better at moisturizing? Often, no.
So what is the function then? Why do we need it?
Think of your skin barrier like bricks and mortar. The skin cells are the bricks.
Right.
The moisturizer is like replenishing the mortar between them. It locks in moisture, keeps things hydrated, prevents inflammation, and cracks in the barrier. And skipping it, even if you think you're oily, your skin can actually overcompensate and produce more oil. So it can backfire.
Okay, so don't skip it. We need that mortar. What are the key ingredients we should look for then? The heavy hitters.
The big ones are ceramides, glycerin, and hyaluronic acid, or HA.
Heard of those?
Yeah, they're great. Ceramides are naturally part of the mortar. Glycerin and HA are humectants. They pull water into the skin. The point is consistency with these barrier-supporting ingredients, not necessarily a super complex or pricey formula.
Got it. Simple and effective. Okay, the final non-negotiable. Sunscreen. SPF. This seems to be where, like, skin health and anti-aging really meet.
Absolutely. The science here is just overwhelming. Sun exposure causes photoaging Dermatologists call it dermatomyositis.
Fancy word.
Yeah, it just means sun damage. And it causes DNA mutation. We're talking two types of rays, mainly. UVB burns you quickly, you see
Oh,
that.
to sunburn rays.
But UVA goes deeper. It causes that silent long-term damage, wrinkles, loss of elasticity, and ultimately increases cancer risk. So your sunscreen has to be broad spectrum.
Meaning UVA and UVB protection.
Correct. And at least SPF 30, though, honestly, most experts now lean towards SPF 50.
SPF 50. And what about needing it every single day, even if you're indoors? That seems like overkill sometimes.
Nope. Still non-negotiable. Even indoor light, like blue light from screens, LED lights, it can actually worsen things like melasma or hyperpigmentation for some people.
Oh, okay. Didn't realize that.
And here's something else that came up in the research. How we apply it matters. Studies show most people apply way too little sunscreen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so even if the bottle says SPF 50, with a typical thin application, you might only be getting like 60% of that protection. Maybe SPF 30 effectively.
Whoa. Okay, so using a higher number like 50 gives you a better safety margin.
Exactly. Better safe than sorry with UV damage.
That CMS foundation makes a lot of sense. Protection and barrier health. Okay, let's get into layering, the actual routines. We saw this pattern. AM is generally light for defense, PM is heavy for repair.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
So for the morning shield, what's the key active ingredient we should be thinking about?
If there's one star player for the AM, it's got to be vitamin C.
Ah, vitamin C serum. Hear a lot about that.
You do, and for good reason. It's a really powerful antioxidant. It basically goes around hunting down and neutralizing those damaging free radicals caused by UV light and pollution.
Okay, so it protects.
It protects and it brightens. It helps reduce pigmentation, those dark spots, gives you a more even tone.
And there was something about it boosting sunscreen. That sounds almost too good to be true.
It does sound amazing, right? But yeah, the research suggests that when you layer vitamin C, specifically the L-ascorbic acid form, under your SPF, it can potentially increase your sunscreen's own protective power. Some studies suggest by up to 8 times. It's like SPF's best friend.
Wow, okay. That's a serious synergy. We should note, though, L-ascorbic acid can be strong, right? Maybe not for super sensitive skin straight away.
That's a very important point.
Yeah.
Yes, it can be irritating for some, especially at higher concentrations. Patch testing and starting slow is key, or looking for gentler derivatives if you're very sensitive.
Right. And then there's the whole layering order thing, thin to thick. Why is that specific order so important? Seems intuitive, but...
It is intuitive, but the science backs it up. Products with smaller molecules, the thinner, more watery ones, like essences or, say, those milky toners that are popular in K-beauty.
Like the Tony Moly or Tertier milk ones.
Exactly. Things like that. They need to go on first to penetrate properly. Then you follow with your thicker serums, your creams. They have larger molecules and they help seal everything in.
So you trap the watery stuff underneath.
Pretty much. You maximize the absorption of everything that way, especially those concentrated actives and serums.
Speaking of maximizing things, that Hailey Bieber trick for the glazed donut look, that seems interesting.
Yeah, the glazed look. It's clever because it's about integrating the cosmetic glow into the skincare step.
How does she do it again?
She mixes a few glow drops like a liquid highlighter, maybe those Chanel ones, directly into her moisturizer, or what she calls her glazing milk, which is usually a hydrating serum or light lotion.
Ah, okay.
So you get this really natural, diffused, dewy finish before makeup. It becomes part of your base prep rather than a heavy layer on top. Looks very skin-like.
Nice trick. Okay, let's flip to the evening. PM routine. Focus shifts now to repair, regeneration, heavy lifting.
Right. Time to undo the day's damage and support overnight recovery.
It starts with cleansing again, but here we heard double cleansing is often mandatory. How do we do that right without, going overboard and stripping the barrier we just talked about protecting?
Good question. Double cleansing isn't always mandatory for everyone. It really depends on what you need to remove.
Okay.
If you're wearing heavy makeup, waterproof mascara, or those really long-wear water-resistant sunscreens, then yes, Double cleansing is probably necessary.
But
Those things have binders that a single water-based cleanse might not fully break down.
but if you're not wearing much makeup or just a light SPF.
Then a single thorough cleanse with your gentle cleanser is likely fine. But if you do double cleanse, the technique is key.
How so?
Step 1, use an oil-based cleanser. Could be a balm, like the Clinique Take the Day Off,
Wow.
or just a cleansing oil. Apply that to dry skin.
Dry skin first. Got it.
Yes, massage it in to dissolve the makeup, the SPF, the oils. Then add a little water to emulsify it. It'll turn milky. Rinse that off.
And step 2?
Follow up with your regular gentle water-based cleanser, a gel or foam, just to make sure everything is rinsed away clean. No residue left behind.
Makes sense. Okay, skin is clean. Now for the PM powerhouse ingredient, retinoids.
Ah, yes. The undisputed champ for long-term improvement, according to many, many sources.
It really seems like the closest thing to a miracle ingredient people talk about. What does it actually do?
It does a lot. It speeds up skin cell turnover, which helps with texture and clogged pores. It reduces fine lines and wrinkles over time. It helps even out skin tone. And importantly, it stimulates collagen production deep down.
Okay, sounds amazing, but the catch.
The catch is irritation, dryness, redness, peeling, especially when you first start. It's potent stuff.
So how do you manage that? Just push through?
No, definitely don't just push through severe irritation. The key is starting slow, like really slow. A tiny pea-sized amount for the whole face.
Pea-sized? Okay.
And maybe only use it every other night, or even just twice a week initially. Let your skin build up tolerance. Patience is crucial.
And we saw this sandwich technique mentioned, especially for prescription strength stuff like tretinoin gel. What's that about?
So the sandwich technique is brilliant, especially for sensitive skin. It's a lifesaver for minimizing that initial irritation.
How does it work?
Simple. You apply a thin layer of your regular moisturizer first. Let it sink in a bit. Then apply your retinoid, that pea-sized amount. Wait a bit again. And then apply another layer of moisturizer on top.
So moisturizer, retinoid, moisturizer, like a sandwich.
Exactly. It buffers the retinoid, reducing direct contact intensity while still letting it work. It dramatically cuts down on the dryness and peeling that makes so many people give up on retinoids too early.
That sounds like a really practical tip. Okay, beyond retinoids, any other interesting PM hydrators? We saw some unusual ones, especially from the K-beauty world.
Definitely. The one that really stood out, and it's maybe a bit weird at first, is snail mucin essence.
Snail mucin, like actual snail slime?
Pretty much. It's usually listed as snail secretion filtrate, often at really high concentrations, like 96%. The texture is... it's slimy. No getting around that.
Okay. Why would anyone put that on their face?
Because it's incredibly hydrating and great for barrier repair. It's also known for calming inflammation, soothing acne-prone skin. It's got this unique mix of hyaluronic acid, glycoproteins, peptides.
So despite the texture...
Despite the texture, people swear by it. Key is usually applying it to damp skin right after cleansing or toning to really lock in that moisture.
Fascinating. Okay, so we've got the products, the layering, but it feels like there's more to it, the bigger picture.
Absolutely. You can have the perfect product routine, but if other things are out of whack, your skin will show it. We saw this holistic approach come up, like with Maturi Dixit's regimen. It wasn't just about creams.
What else was involved?
Big emphasis on internal factors, getting enough quality sleep, like 6-7 hours, drinking plenty of water throughout the day.
Diet, too, I imagine.
Definitely. Avoiding excessive oil and sugar. She mentioned preferring whole fruits over juices, which makes sense. Less concentrated sugar, more fiber.
And stress.
Managing stress was huge. Using techniques like meditation, relaxation, finding ways to calm the nervous system. Because stress absolutely impacts your skin.
It really connects everything, doesn't it? That internal state reflecting externally.
It does. And that connects to mindset, too. We saw America Ferrera talk about her journey in the industry.
Oh, yeah. What about her experience?
She talked about learning to communicate with makeup artists, advocating for her skin's long-term health, not letting them do harsh treatments just for a temporary on-camera look if it's going to cause damage later.
That takes confidence.
It does. And she also spoke about this shift towards, self-acceptance, embracing her unique features, her freckles, what you call the Ferrer brow, instead of feeling pressure to mask them or change them.
That's powerful. Accepting and celebrating what's yours.
Exactly. That self-acceptance becomes, in a way, the final layer.
Mm.
It's part of that holistic health picture.
So, when we pull it all together, what's the main takeaway from this deep dive?
I think the biggest thing is that achieving healthy, glowing skin isn't necessarily about complex, expensive routines.
Right.
The foundation is surprisingly simple. Cleanse gently, moisturize consistently, protect with SPF daily, the CMS core. And even the best products often rely on well-known, often inexpensive base ingredients, maybe boosted with a few targeted actives like vitamin C or retinoids.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe the most crucial point is that the biggest improvements, the real long-term health and appearance of your skin, often hinge on those internal factors: sleep, diet, stress, hydration. Things no cream alone can fix.
So the secret formula isn't just in a bottle. It's simpler on the outside, maybe more complex on the inside. Core steps are easy, specifics depend on you, and lifestyle choices amplify everything.
Well said.
Okay, so thinking about that internal piece, here's a final thought for everyone listening. Given all this evidence, what's the one non-product habit you could commit to this week? Maybe it's getting that extra hour of sleep, drinking more water, or finding 5 minutes for stress relief. What single thing could you do to boost your whole routine from the inside out?
Thank you for being with us until the end of this video. Please be sure to subscribe to the What Does Science Say channel and give us energy with your likes and comments. Share your comments with us and send the video to your loved ones so that others can also use it.